Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? You know what we usually do here on Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting? You know what I mean? Check the profiles, check the girls, see what they're saying. If I'm feeling them, like them. If I'm not, then I'm going to probably slate them a little bit. Not too much, because I don't want women coming after me and calling me all sorts of different names and all of that. But yeah, if you're feeling any of these episodes or previous episodes, if you missed previous episodes of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting, you can go and check them below on the Randy Prizzle page right down there. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe, tell all your people them about how crazy your boy Randy Prizzle is and all of that good stuff. Cool. Well, anyways, let's get straight on to it. Jade is saying, you should leave a comment if you feel a person with laughter, enjoy the deeper things in life, like to explore new things, and know some of the niche old films like The Dark Crystal. I feel I've come across her profile before, but I will answer that and then we'll probably move forward. Feel a person with laughter, I can do that. Enjoy the deeper things in life, probably yes, I can do that as well. Like to explore new things, yes, I can do that as well. I know some of the niche old films like The Dark Crystal. No, I don't really know anything about Dark Crystal, but I have come across her profile before because I do remember this particular question. So we're going to move forward and try to find someone that I've not seen before. Prinny says, all that I ask is that you're 100, so you're real, basically. She wants you to be the real deal. A lot of people who come on these profile things, whatever, these social dating sites, they don't tend to be the real deal. They're only interested in get a quick buck or, dating you for you to take them out on a meal, spend how much money on them, and then they don't see you again or something like that. You know what I mean? Or one of them ones just like to say, oh yeah, well, I like you, but they don't really like you. They have some false hopes and false pretenses where you don't know what they're really all about. Now with me, when I go into these profiles and I'm trying to date people, I am 100%. I am trying to look for someone. Yes, I'm going to give you a bit of balance in terms of their profile from not feeling them and all. I'm trying to look for someone. I'm not trying to take this whole thing as a personal, full-on joke. I am trying to get to find someone that can compliment me, likes me, and, wants to get to know me. All my craziness and goodness and all of that. Cool. But, let's get on to more what Pretty's saying. She's 30, she's 5'7", and she says, ask me at somewhere is her job title. So she doesn't really want you to know much about that. She don't want you to know. She don't want you to know. Anyways. Typical Sunday, she says, staying at home and chilling. I mean, that's always good on a Sunday, to do something like that, Me, Sundays, yes, it's most of relaxing days, I tend to do it most times playing the PlayStation or trying to do some content, creating things somewhere along the lines, or just general, YouTubing, browsing around, watching stuff that I've not seen before, so, that's generally what I do on usual days like that. She says, one thing I'd never do again, put my trust into anyone. Now that's deep there. Do you know what I mean? Obviously it sounds like she's been hurt before. And you get a lot of people like that have been hurt before. They don't want to trust anyone. They want to give anyone their time and stuff. I do say open up a bit. Give someone a chance to get to know them. You know what I mean? So you don't know what that person is like. Now obviously if you see some red flags, cancel that person straight away. But be open. Try to get to find out more about that person. Listen, I know you've had your heart broken before. People stomped all over it, walked it till, stomped the mud hole, walked it dry and all of that. But you got to give someone a chance to get to know who you are. And you may miss the opportunity of getting to know someone that potentially is right up your rally. You know what I mean? And can give you all that goodness, all that loving, all that sensitivity stuff that you're looking for. You're gonna miss my loving, you're gonna miss it, baby. You're gonna miss my loving, you're gonna miss it all. And that's what would happen. You'll miss that loving. So you need to give that person a chance, or you'll never find someone who's gonna love you, someone who will care about you the way I do. So yeah, you have to kind of open up a bit and give someone a chance, you know what I'm saying? So otherwise it's all going down the hill there. But one thing about Pretty, she seems like a cool chick. She's probably a bit too tall for me, but apart from all that, doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me, that va-va-voom. So unfortunately it's going to be a no for Pretty for me. We come to Kathy Kathy says, I'll pick the first part of the date, you pick the second. Something fun like ping pong or darts to start with. That's cool. I like someone who's up for playing games, who's up for, down for the town, all pound, all around down, getting down with the gravy stuff and all around and down. And I said that before, all down to have fun, and that's what it's all about. And I appreciate someone, who likes to be a big kid at heart, do you know what I mean, who loves to have a bit of fun. It's not all about seriously, let's just go on a date and sit in a restaurant and, meals and all that. No, sometimes it's about going and chilling out and having fun. Maybe a game night, a board night, like walk in the park or something simple, nice, not too complex. Go and grab a bit of a coffee, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? But people want to go restaurant and all this. It's like, come on, man. Try something a little bit different where you don't have to spend too much cash. And people say, are you a cheapskate then? Are you one of those ones that wouldn't pay for someone on a date? Listen, I always say it's equalness, right? If a girl wants to be treated as equal, let's split the bill equally. You know what I mean? Because at the first case of anything, I can't trust someone I'm first going on a date with. Do you know what I mean? Because I would feel like she's in it right then for the money. You know what I mean? But let's split this half, let's see where this goes. And that's how I feel about that. You know what I mean? People say, it is what it is. But that's what I like to see. Someone right now who can say, listen, I'm independent, you're doing your thing, let's go equals. Do you know what I mean? And I can respect the fact, listen, that it's not all the time a man's got to pay for the bills or a woman's got to pay for the bills. Equalness. And that's how I feel about that. Anyways, move on. She's 29, she's 5'10", she's a humanitarian aid charity. Big up to her, being a humanitarian, doing it for the charity and all that. Fantastic news there. A typical Sunday, she says, brunch and a wander around the city. I mean, breakfast, lunch is cool, do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's nice to go out and have some food or make it yourself, because big up to the people who make food themselves, because you're the real heroes out there. If you know how to cook, you know how to cook properly, you are the real heroes out there. If you don't know how to cook, get yourself some cooking lessons. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're overdoing things or you're burning things and things ain't going right. You know what I mean? You need to get your culinary skills up and work on that and make sure that it's A1. So sometimes you don't always have to take out and buy a Deliveroo or something, you know what I mean? But sometimes it's nice to have the cheaper option, getting some meat, buying something that's simple if you're a vegetarian, some vegetable or whatever, pumpkin or whatever you like eating, aubergine and all that, your eggplant, all that emoji stuff. Then you go and cook it and make that ting real nice, gravy and all that. And then people saying, yo, it's all gravy, baby. Remember what we used to say? It's always gonna be this way. Lemonade to allergy. No, it's all gravy. Yeah, it could be all that, but yeah. Okay, she said the weirdest gift she's ever given or receiving, a double-ended dildo. Wow. I mean, what did you think of the gift when you first got it? Were you offended? Were you excited to have it? Was it something like, you know what, let me just, deal with it, take it up anywhere that shines possibly, and, feel the pain or feel the enjoyment, It depends how you want to put it, you know what I mean? I don't have any problems with people buying sex toys if it's women that like to pleasure themselves. Cool. Do your thing, you know what I mean? I don't have any problem, listen. Self-love sometimes is the way to go. You know what I mean? Some people say, self-love. Why are you going to want to touch yourself and do all that? You need to explore your bits sometimes and give your bits some time to shine. You know what I mean? Your bits need some time to feel the glow and feel the breeze. Feel the breeze between your knees and all that. You know what I mean? You have to give your tings a good especially if you're a loner, you know what I mean, like man is sometimes, you have to have your time to just appreciate the art of getting to know oneself properly. Your body's your temple, you know what I mean? And that's the thing why I say there, use your body, take advantage of it, and just love yourself sometimes. You should go and love yourself if you like the way you look so much that, baby, you should go and love yourself. That's what I stand on that. So yeah, go and love yourself, innit? Cool. Let's get on to more what she's saying. Well, she ain't saying any much more. But Kathy, apart from all that, don't really want to mess around with you with a double-ended dildo. So apart from that, and then, you know, she's not really my kind of cup of tea, you know, and I don't really want to take her around the back or do something in the alleyway. So unfortunately for Kathy, it's going to be a no for me. It's no disrespect to Kathy, by the way. I'm sure she's a lovely girl, but you know, she's not for me. It's come to Bronte. Says Bronte. Yeah, I mean Bronte. I don't know where that's from, but it's probably, I don't know. I'm not going to even guess. I was going to guess, but I don't want to offend someone, so let's just move on. We'll get along if you're willing to pretend. I'll keep up the new hobby I start every 2 to 4 weeks and talk about it with me. Why would you want to pretend about a hobby? Either you're doing a hobby or you're not. What's the need to pretend about a hobby about? That's a bit weird there, you know. You start every 2 to 4 weeks to talk about me. That's just mad, do you know what I mean? And that right there has given me some warning signs there, do you know what I mean? That you want to pretend about a hobby and stuff. Yeah, that's a bit mad still, but it is what it is, do you know what I mean? I guess she's not really up my alley at this point in time, but we wait and find out more. You know, 24 she is, she's 5'5", she's a furloughed fairy. So she was a fairy, but she's furloughed now. Yeah, that's tough times for her. I'm sorry to hear that, you know. Everybody being furloughed, that's bad news for everyone, I guess. You know what I mean? You just got to keep pushing on and keep trying to do what you got to do. Sorry for the background noise, you know. As I said, I'm not alone. Just the things that I'm going through. I'm not going through anything wrong, you know. But, you know, song that starts, whatever. Anyways, I take pride in baking very bad bread and cakes and then forcing everyone to eat them. You're not forcing me to eat anything. If your food sucks, I'm going to just quietly not want to take anything. I'm going to take a look at it, and if I see the colour don't look right, anything along them lines, I ain't trying your shit. I'm sorry, but no chance. You can take that and you can do whatever you want with it. No can do, I can't go for that, can't go for that, can't go for that, no. So I don't want anything to do with that. So, you know what I mean, if you ain't cooking food right, and you're baking things bad, I don't want to be your tester. So, you know what I mean, don't give it to me, go and feed it to the dogs outside, or the cats them, or whoever else wants it out there, the foxes. You know what I mean, they'll eat anything. So you're going to throw it out there, and they'll have some of that. You know, and they'll give you their feedback of it. If they just leave it, then, you know, it's bad news, isn't it? If they take it, then it's somewhere good, isn't it? But anyways, whatever. You know, it is what it is there. But, you know, people need to make sure when you're baking stuff, you follow the ingredients right. You make sure that if it goes wrong the first time, you try to improve it the second time. People say keep baking and all of this. But I say read the books, learn it properly where you made the mistake, and rectify that problem. And that's all I got to say on that for baking. Yes, keep baking, because eventually you'll get it right. But then you taste it yourself and find out if it was right. Don't ask anyone to taste any food that's crap or awful, because I don't want to be no taster for you. Sorry, but that's that. Just leave it as that. Let's move on to what she's saying. Okay. I get along best with people who like drinking, eating, and talking about how much they love to do these things. 100%. You know what I mean? We'll get along very well there. I love to eat. I love to drink. Do you know what I mean? Eating is just, you know, normal for me. It's simple just to eat. Some people would say, well, you know, like, I know you play football and that, but would that help you playing football? You know, it does what it does, innit? You know, it gives me a bit of fuel. I'm not looking to run around like a headless chicken most of the time when I play football. I'm just, you know, someone sometimes tries to give my best to the team. And right now my body is maintaining at the way it needs to maintain, which is, you know, not too big, not too small, in the middle. You know what I mean? Some people still say, obviously, you're big or whatever. But I would say I'm right there in the middle. Because, you know, I'm not too big and I'm not too small. Got a bit of rolls, but that's all. You know, having a bit of Greg's rolls is fine for me. Love that. In it. Cool. So, yeah. You know, drinking, yeah, you know, I like drinking, you know. Fizzy drinks. People say fizzy drinks, again, isn't great for you, but it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? In the end, it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? I drink that. Normal juice. If you're asking me what my favourite type of juice is, boy, tropicals along them lines, exotic juices, you know, I like them ones. If you're asking me canned drinks, what's my favourite canned drink? Rio. I love a Rio. Rio is just absolutely fantastic. Do you know what I mean? But I can drink anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm not too fussy on that end. Apart from stuff like Tides are too much rhyme, bro. I can once in a while, but not weekly basis or monthly basis. Once in a while. If there's nothing else and it's cheap and go in the shops and it's there for like £1 or something. Not pounds. Like 50p, 45p or something, then yeah, I'll buy one of them Tides or whatever in it. Like one of them ones. Iron Burst. So yeah. But that's just generally food for me. What my favourite food is chicken, and you guys will probably already know that already, and that's why I'm feeling with that. But yeah, let's get to the summarisation of Bronte. Bronte seems like a sweet girl, you know. It's like, obviously I don't really want to try her food, but it seems like she travels a lot. She seems cool, you know, quite cute as well. Yeah, you know, I'd give Bronte a like, you know. Yeah, I'll give you a like, Bronte. Bronte, you get a like from me. So, cool. We'll come to one more, and we'll call it time. It's Lincoln Ting. Sophie saying, I'm looking for someone who will come to a million gigs and festivals with me. First of all, you know, 1 million gigs and festivals is literally out of reach. You cannot do that in your lifetime, but if you want to try, be my guest. Personally, festivals isn't really my thing. You know what I mean? I don't like to get too muddy and dirty. I tried to do the camping thing once, didn't enjoy it. It's something I wouldn't really want to do, you know, get muddy and camp out. I hate stuff like that. And even going to do it with Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts or whatever, I wasn't feeling it. Do you know what I mean? So definitely is nowhere I would like to be going back to again. You know what I mean? So leave that out. But, you know, gigs and that, I mean, I don't mind going to, like, you know, a normal, see a concert or something. I mean, it depends, obviously, who the artist is. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But, yeah, as I said, really depends. But she's 26, she's 5'7", she's a music photographer. Photographer's music. Cool. Okay, she says, I bet you can't outdrink me. I bet you're wrong, you know what I mean, because I'm known to have a lot of drinks down me, and I've been okay, do you know what I mean? Like, as I've told you guys the story before, if you haven't seen it, check it on the previous episodes about my talking and drinking, how much I can drink, and that's all I've got to say on that. I don't really want to repeat myself too much, but you should leave me a comment if you live and breathe music. Well, I like kind of a bit of music, like a lot of different genres. I'm not really a fan of like the indie stuff and all of that, you know, stuff that's very mellow, too mellow, let's say. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind listening to it when things need calming, things need chilling, but most of the times R&B, hip hop, you know, grime, garage, old school 90s stuff, old school 80s stuff, to all of that above, like old school rock, you know, drum and bass. Did I say garage? I think I did. Jungle, all of that good stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's just generally where my musical genre generally lies. So yeah, people say opera. Once in a while, once in a very blue moon. You know what I mean? But it depends. So yeah. But apart from all that, for Sophie, I don't really want to go to a festival, Sophie, so unfortunately it's going to be a no for me. And that's all from this episode of Lincoln Ting. I'd like to thank you, obviously, for listening and watching as well. This episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting. Obviously, if you're feeling this episode and all the previous episodes, you know what to do below. All of that below. Like, share, tell your friends all about all this. And how crazy your boy Randy Prizzle really is. So, you know what we usually do here when we finish? Link out! Do link out! Do Link out!